Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Learning in Mathematics 10, Quarter 4. Again, I am your math teacher, Ma'am May S. Lorilia. Previous lesson, you learned about the three measures of position, the quartiles, decile, and percentile. Remember that the quartiles are the score points which divided a distribution into four equal parts. And you have learned that there are three quartiles: the lower quartile or Q sub 1, second quartile or Q sub 2, and upper quartile or Q sub 3. Today, we will talk about the deciles of ungrouped data. Specifically, we will focus in the following learning objectives. First, illustrate decile of ungrouped data, then calculate the decile of ungrouped data, and solve problems involving decile of ungrouped data. Are you ready to learn? Okay. First, define decile. When we say decile, these are the 9 score points which divided a distribution into 10 equal parts. Let's say we have a whole which are divided into 10 equal parts wherein data are arranged from lowest to highest. The division of each data are what we call decile, which are denoted by D sub 1 up to D sub 9, or decile 1 or first decile up to the 9th decile or D sub 9. D sub 1 or decile 1, first decile, illustrate that 10% of the data are below the first decile and 90% lies above it, while D sub 2 illustrate that there are 20% of the data lies above the second decile and 80% lies above the second decile. Then D sub 3 or the third decile illustrate that there are 30% of the data lies below it and 70% lies above it. While the fourth decile or D sub 4, there are 40% lies below it and 60% of the data lies above the fourth decile. Another is the fifth decile or the D sub 5, which is 50% of the data lies below it and 50% lies above it. Or we can see, or we can locate that 50% of the data lies below the fifth decile or 50% lies above the fifth decile. So D sub 5 is also equivalent to our median. Then D sub 6 or the sixth decile, okay, there are 60% data lies below 6th decile and 40% lies above it. While the 7th decile or the D sub 7, there are 70% of the data lies below the 7th decile and 30% lies above it. And we can locate the data if it's in D sub 8 or the 8th decile. 80% lies below it and 20% of the data lies above the 8th decile. And the D sub 9 or the 9th decile, there are 90% of the data below 9th decile and 10% lies above it, or there are 10% of the data lies above the 9th decile. Okay, and decile are computed also in the same way that the quartiles are calculated. Do you still remember the steps in calculating the quartiles? Okay, let's recall. Always remember this step in calculating the measures of position of ungrouped data. Step 1 is arrange the data in ascending order from the least value into the greatest value. And then step 2, calculate the kth position using the appropriate formula. In calculating the kth position of quartiles, we have 3 formula. For Q sub 1, you can use n plus 1 over 4. For Q sub 2, you can use n plus 1 over 2. Then in Q sub 3, you can use 3 times n plus 1 over 4 to calculate the kth position. But if your answer is not a whole number, then you can use the linear interpolation, which is the simplest method of finding a value between any 2 points. If the position of the quartiles are in between a value, you have to use the linear interpolation, which is the lower value plus the decimal part times the difference between the higher value and lower value. Okay? So in step 2, it becomes 1 or 2 steps. Nadadagdagan tayo ng step dito if the kth position has a decimal value. Then, you can proceed with the step 3, locate the value of the specified measures of position in the given set of data. Always remember these 3 steps. And you can only include the linear interpolation if there is a decimal value in the step 2. Okay, so how are we going to compute for the kth position of a decile? So for decile, you can use the formula d sub k is equals to k over 10 times n plus 1, wherein k is the unit partition, n is the number of cases. Okay, the unit partition is, you can use from 1 up to 9, so d sub 1 up to d sub 9, or first decile up to the 9th decile, while n is the number of cases. So other books, you can see that the formula is also written in this form. D sub k is equals to k times n plus 1 over 10. Kahit alin ang gamitin nyo sa dalawa, pareho lang naman po ng makukuha ninyong value. Okay? So, let's try in an example for you to easily understand how to compute the decile of ungrouped data. Example number 1. Aling Perta is a vendor in Tanay public market. She sells chicken. Her sales in the first 10 days in this year are listed below. Her average sale per day lies on the 4th decile. Find the 4th decile. So the values are, her sales are 360, 520, 300, 440, 460, 540, 560, 580, 620, and 200. Remember what is the first step? Okay, we have 3 steps. First step, to arrange the data in ascending order. So, rearranging the data given in the problem, ganito yung magiging hitsura niya. 200, 300, 360, 440, 460, 520, 540, 560, 580, to 600. Okay, from the least value up to the highest value. Okay, so and then we can identify here what is the least value, which is 200, and the greatest value is 600. Okay, so in this given, there are 10 values. Therefore, we're going to use n is equals to 10. So, 10 will be our value of n. Kailangan natin yan in the step 2. For the step 2, calculate the position of the 4th decile using the formula. Remember, always remember that the formula in finding decile is d sub k is equals to k over 10 times n plus 1. Saan natin makukuha yung k? We are looking for the 4th decile or yung d sub 4 natin. So, our k is 4. While yung n natin, nabanggit natin sa step 1 that n is equals to 10. So, substitute lang natin yung 4 sa k at yung 10 sa n. Then, solve na natin siya. Okay, so substitute. So 4 over 10 times 10 plus 1. So calculate yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, 11. Then 11 times 4 divided by 10. So that is 4.4. In this step, ang nakuha nating position is 4.4. Meaning, hindi tayo whole number. So in between 4th number and the 5th number. So we need to use the linear interpolation before we can proceed with the step 3. So, step 2.1, kumbaga. Ito is step 2. So, 2.1 naman tayo. Okay, so we have to locate the exact position of the score using the interpolation. Okay, interpolating or locating the exact position will be the next step before we can proceed with the step 3. Okay, so the computed value is with decimal, which is 4.4, so we need to do the linear interpolation. So, to apply the linear interpolation for D sub 4, so yung ating observation, the location is 4.4 observation. And then, anong kailangan natin dito? The first observation, or yung higher value, yung ating nasa fourth value, fourth observation and fifth observation. Yun yung kailangan natin, higher value and lower value and decimal part. Yun yung ating ginagamit sa linear interpolation sa previous video natin. Okay, balikan natin ang ating given sa step 1. Sa step 1, naka-arrange na siya. So, kailangan natin i-locate yung 4.4. So, ibig sabihin ng 4.4 natin is in between 440 and 460. Okay, so our lower value is 440 while 460 is the higher value. Okay, so linear interpolation for this of 4 is equals to lower value plus the decimal part times the higher value minus the lower value. Okay, yung decimal part lang naman ang kailangan natin, so that will be 0.4. Substitute natin yung mga na-identify natin mga value. So our lower value is 440. The decimal part is 0.4 and the higher value is 460. Substitute lang natin siya. Doon tayo sa may bracket muna. Subtract. 460 minus 440 is 20. Yun lang muna. And then, after you subtract, you can proceed with multiplication. 0.4 times 20. So, that is 8. Then, proceed with addition. So, that is 440 plus 8 is 448. So, the value of the fourth decile is 448 located in the 4.4 observation in between 440 and 460. Okay, and then na-solve na natin 448. So now we can proceed with step 3. Locate the value of the specified measures of position in the given set of data. So i-write lang natin yung ating given sa step 1 and then hanapin natin yung position ng ating 448. So in between, so our D sub 4 is located between 440 and 460. Therefore, aling perta average sales in a day is 448. Okay? I hope you understand this example. Okay? Okay. Natapos na tayo sa example number 1. Always remember these steps. Okay, arrange the data in ascending order. Step 2, calculate the Kate position using the appropriate formula. Isa lang ang ating formula pagdating sa decile. Then step 3, locate the value of the specified measures of position in the given set of data. Para mas maintindihan pa ninyo lalo, magbibigay tayo ng another example. Example number 2, the height of weight and gold was recorded in their physical education class. 150, 170, 165, 155, 158, 163, 168, 174, 178, and 180. Find the value of D sub 3, D sub 8, and D sub 9. So, in this example, we have to find 3 deciles. Okay? So, for our solution, doon lang tayo mag-focus sa 3 steps. First is arrange the data in ascending order. So, it will be arranged like this. 150, 155, 158, 163, 165, 168, 170, 174, 178, 180. Correct ba ang ating data? Naka-ascending na siya. Kung naka-ascending na siya, we can identify that the least value of the data is 150 and the greatest value or the highest value in the data is 180. And in this, we have how many values? We have also 10. So our n is equal to 10. Okay, and then let's proceed with our step 2. Calculate the position of the following using the formula again. D sub k is equals to k over 10 times m plus 1. Remember, in this problem, we are looking for 3 decile. Ano na yung mga hinahanap natin? D sub 3, D sub 8, and D sub 9. Okay, so pwede na nating sabay-sabay hanapin yung tatlong position nila. Okay, first, focus muna tayo kay D sub 3. So, ang k natin dyan ay 3 at ang ating n ay 10. So substitute lang natin siya. So, 3 over 10 times 10 plus 1. So, 3 times 11 over 10. Then, simplified into 33 divided by 10 or 3.3. Okay. Then, 8 decile or D sub 8. So, substitute natin ang k ay 8 at ang n pa rin natin ay 10. So, solve natin siya. So, that will be 8 over 10 times 10 plus 1. So, that will be equals to 8 over 10 times 11 and 88 over 10 or 8.8. Then, for D sub 9 or 9th decile, our k is 9 and our n is 10. Substitute din natin siya ulit. So, that will be n over 10 times 10 plus 1. So, simplify natin. That will be 11. 11 times 9, 99 divided by 10 is 9.9. Okay, so the computed value in this part are all in decimal numbers. So, 3.3, 8.8, 9.9. So, the computed value have decimal. So, we have to do the linear interpolation. So, we're going to interpolate or locate the exact position of the score. So, focus muna tayo sa sub 3. So, apply linear interpolation for D sub 3. So, for D sub 3, ang ating value is 3.3 or yung ating location, 3.3. So, ilagay natin yung ating data, yung ascending order ng data. So, hanapin natin yung third at saka yung fourth observation of fourth data. So, doon natin malolocate yung pinakang value ng third decile. So, kailangan natin ulit dito ng lower value at ng higher value at decimal part. Okay? So, ang ating lower value is 158, while our higher value is 163, then our decimal part is 0.3, galing dun sa ating na-compute dun sa step 2. Then, substitute lang natin sila dun sa ating formula. Then, unahin natin yung nasa bracket, yung subtraction. 163 minus 158. So, that is 5. Then, multiply it to 0.3. That is 1.5. Then, add it to 158 to our lower value. So, our third decile is 159.5. So, that is the value of the third decile. Okay? So, the value of our third decile is 159.5. Now, let's apply linear interpolation for the 8th decile. Our 8th decile is located at 8.8. So, in between 8th value and 9th value. Okay, here is our ascending order of our data. So, pang 8 natin is 174 at ang ating 9th value is 178. So, meaning our D sub 8 is located in between these two numbers. So, using our formula, we need lower value, which is 174, and the higher value is 178, and the decimal part is 0.8. And then, substitute natin. After substitution, so we have 174 plus 0.8 times 178 minus 174. So, subtract 178 minus 174 is 4, and multiply it to 0.8. So, we have 3.2. And 3.2 plus 174 is 177.2. So, the value of the 8th decile is 177.2. Okay? Then, tapos na tayo sa D sub 8. Let's proceed with D sub 9. Apply the linear interpolation for D sub 9. So, our D sub 9 is located at 9.9th position. Okay, and then arrange data again natin. So, ibig sabihin pang 9 at saka pang 10. In between 9th value and 10th value, which is 178 and 180. In between those two numbers. So, our lower value will be 178 and our higher value is 180. And our decimal part is 0.9. So, substitute natin siya sa formula. It will be 178 plus 0.9 times 180 minus 178. So, 180 minus 178 is 2 and then multiply it to 0.9. So, we will have 178 plus 1.8 and then add those two numbers. So, we have 179.8. So, the value of the 9th decile is 179.8. Okay. Now, tapos na tayo sa step 2.1 natin. Medyo mahaba yung ating step 2 lagi. Lalo na kapag marami tayong decile or values na kailangan hanapin. Okay, and then step 3, locate the value of the specified measures of position in a given set of data. So, ilagay natin yung data natin sa step 1. And then, find the location of the D sub 3, D sub 8, and D sub 9. Our value of D sub 3 is 159.5. It is located between 158 and 163. So that is 159.5, while our D sub 8 is located between 8th value and 9th value. So, in between 174 and 178. So, our 8th decile is 177.2, while our 9th decile is located between 9th value and 10th value. So, in between 178 and 180. So, our D sub 9 is 179.8. Okay, now we are done with our example number 2. Always remember in solving the measures of position or the decile of ungrouped data, we have to do the 3 steps. First is arrange data in ascending order. Second, calculate the position using the appropriate formula. In the decile, we use D sub k is equals to k over 10 times n plus 1. And apply linear interpolation if necessary. If necessary lang. Kapag naka-encounter kayo na ang nakuha ninyong value using this formula ay may decimal part or decimal number yung nakuha ninyo, mag-linear interpolate muna kayo. And then, afterwards, you can proceed with the step 3. Locate the value of the specified measures of position in the given set of data. I hope may natutunan kayo dito sa video na to. So, please apply what you have learned in this video in our learning task number 2. Given 50 multiple choice items in their final test in mathematics, the scores of 30 students are the following. Find D sub 1, D sub 6, and D sub 9. Write your answer and solution or solution and answer in one whole sheet of paper. Okay? So,